Hello, viewers. Today we will be learning the second lesson of moral science, that is, have faith in God. In this chapter, we are going to learn the value taught, don't lose faith in God, and the life skill developed is self awareness. The golden words, the cause of distress of a living entity is forgetfulness of his relationship with God, the Bhagavad Gita. So, here we are going to learn how should we have a faith in God. We should always learn to have faith in God because we know God is the only one prayer answering God. Whatever you ask, whatever you believe and ask to Him in prayer, He gives that. Children, God is very helpful and caring towards all of us. He does all that which is good for us. But the problem is our way of thinking. We try to comprehend God with our limited intellect. We try to judge God on the basis of events. But this is not right. In fact, we should leave everything up to God and just have full faith in Him. We should never allow our faith to shake. So, whatever we ask in faith, it's in the two lines it is mentioned about the faith. The word faith is very important. Whatever we have asked God, whatever we have prayed to God, we should have a faith that our prayers will be answered. It is seen that in times of troubles and sicknesses, people lose faith in God and end up criticizing Him. So, when we are in trouble or when we are in prolonged sickness, we lose our faith in God and we try to criticize Him for not listening our prayers. But this is completely wrong. Trust God. He will surely cure your diseases and pull you out of troubles. God will always try to listen your prayer. He will try to cure your diseases and He will try to pull you out from your troubles. In the biblical stories, we find many instances where Jesus Christ cured the people. Owing to his blessings, people got rid of their illnesses, diseases, etc. In an instance, so there are so many stories in Bible which shows us that Jesus Christ had cured many people. And owing to his blessings got the people to get rid of their illnesses and diseases. And here is an example. Two blind men approached Jesus Christ and said, "Have mercy on us, Son of God." Jesus asked them, "Do you believe that I can heal you?" So, it is a story about two blind men. The men who were blind, they approached to Jesus Christ and they said, "O Son of God, have mercy on us." So, the first question which was asked by Jesus Christ is, "Do you believe?" Do you believe means what? Do you have faith that I can heal you? Okay, faith, it is written in the first paragraph. We should never allow our faith to shake. We should have full faith in God. And this is what the question Jesus Christ asked. Do you believe that I can heal you? Yes, they replied. Jesus touched their eyes and said, "Then let it happen just as you believe." And their sight was restored. So immediately he touched their eyes and said that because you believed, it should happen to you. And immediately they were cured from their illness. The blindness went away and their sight was restored. In another incident, 10 lepers approached Christ and said, "Jesus, the Master, have pity on us." Jesus looked at all of them and said, "Go and let the priest examine you." While going towards the priest's place on the way, they became clean and fully cured. In Hindu epic Ramayana also, we find an incident where Lord Rama touched made a miracle happen. Once Lord Rama heard about an old lady Ahalya who had become a statue because of her husband's curse. So we are very well acquainted with the story of Ahalya, whose because of the curse of the husband she had become a statue. Lord Rama just touched the statue. His divine touch made Ahalya come out of the curse and become a living lady of flesh and blood once again. Just because of his divine touch, a touch made Ahalya to come out of the curse, and she became a lady of flesh and blood once again. Read the following story: The Isolated Seaman. Okay, once upon a time there lived a sailor. This is a story about a seaman who used to go for fishing, and what happened with him we will read in the story. Once upon a time there lived a sailor. He had a ship named Almighty. He was a man of prayer and had a great devotion towards God. One day, along with four other members, he boarded his ship for a long voyage. They kept on sailing for many days. So, this is a story about a sailor, and he was having a ship whose name was Almighty. And they went on a long voyage and they kept on sailing for many days. Okay, he was having a great faith on God. One night, a tremendous storm occurred. It wrecked the ship and killed all the other four members. The sailors survived and swam for 6 hours to reach an unknown island. So, as they kept on sailing for many days, one night a tremendous storm occurred and it broke the ship and killed all the four members. Only he was alive, and it took 6 hours for him to swim and to reach an unknown island. The sailor roamed all through the island but could not find any human being. So he was all through the island he went and he could not find a single human being over there, no existence. As time passed, he learned how to live alone on the island. He built a small hut on his own. He used to pick wild fruits and eat them. He used to collect useful things in his hut. Though he was unhappy, he kept on praying to God. So, time passed. As the time passed away, he also put on the habit to live alone on the island, and a small hut was also built by him, and he used to pick the wild fruits and eat them. Though he was unhappy, but still he did not leave to believe. He did not try to overcome his belief. Though he was unhappy, still he kept on praying to God. One day, when he was praying to God, he felt a bit of warmth. On opening his eyes, he saw that his hut was burning. He quickly started throwing water, but it failed to extinguish the fire. So one day, while he was praying to God, he felt a bit of warmth around him. And as he opened his eyes, he saw that his hut was burning. Though he tried to put in water to extinguish the flame, but it was in vain. He became very sad and stood helplessly beside the burning hut. As the hut turned into ashes, he became very annoyed. It took him really long days to build the hut, and within a second the fire engulfed the hut and the hut turned into ashes. By seeing this, the sailor became very annoyed. The sailor became very sad. He lost all hope and started cursing God. He said, God, I always prayed to you. Even when you made me reach this lonely island, I kept on praying to you. Even though his ship was broken, even though it was very difficult for him to live in the island, but still he was praying to God. And now, when his hut has completely burned and turned into ashes, he became shattered. He started cursing God. He became very annoyed. Even when you made me reach this lonely island, I kept on praying to you. But now you have done too much. It took me months to build the hut, which you ruined in few hours. You do not love me at all. Now onwards, I will never pray to you. Saying this, he started crying bitterly. So, all these incidents made him to feel bitter towards God, and he started cursing God. He said that it took me so many months to build the hut, and within few hours you ruined it. You don't love me, and from this day onwards I'm not going to pray to you. After few hours, as evening approached, the sailor saw a ship at a fair distance in the sea. Slowly the ship reached near the island and stopped at some distance. Soon he saw a boat on which a few people were coming towards the island. So, after that, few hours passed by, and as evening approached, he saw a boat. He saw a ship, and few people were sitting on the ship and they were coming towards this island. Within nearly 10 minutes, the boat reached the island. The captain of the ship interrogated the sailor. Finally, he rescued. Okay, so for some time he was interrogated, and they saw an unknown island, and they came because they saw something was burning on the island, and they thought that somebody might be in trouble. So the captain drove the boat towards this island, and finally he came and he rescued the sailor. Finally he was rescued by finally he rescued him by taking him into the ship. On the ship, the sailor asked the captain, How were you able to find me? The captain replied, We were moving towards our destination when we saw smoke going up from the island. We took it as a signal. We decided to check it out, and that is how we found you. So, the captain was interrogated by the sailor that how did you find me? And he said that we saw that the smoke was coming up from the island and it was a signal for us. We came to know that somebody was in danger, and we decided to come to this island and we found you. This is the God who has sent the captain to save this person, to save the sailor, because he was always praying. He was a faithful man. Though he got annoyed, but he was praying, and his prayer brought him results. On hearing the captain's words, the sailor was stunned. He immediately went on the deck of the ship, knelt down, and apologized to God for cursing him. He clearly understood that it was God who sent fire to rescue him. Sometimes, when something bad happens to us, without knowing the reason behind it, we start cursing God. Whatever happens to us, everything happens for our well, for our good, for our betterment. We should never curse God. Instead, we should keep on praying so that our bad days can turn into good days. And the sailor understood his mistake, and he went to the deck of the ship and he knelt down and he started apologizing to God, because he understood it was only God who sent the captain to rescue him. Children, having firm belief in God is the duty of mankind. The only duty of mankind is to have a strong belief on God. Develop a strong will of having complete faith in God. Slowly you will realize that your emotional strength has increased. Now we have come to the end of the story. Thank you.